I'm going to show everyone how to use the Tri tool and the Rex tool. It's a combination that we call Tri-Rex. In addition, I'm going to show how to use our Tri-Mate tool, which is a companion to both the Tri tool and the Rex tool. So let's get started. As you can see, I've already cut a triangle off of my strip. I have my fabric wrong sides together. I've already trimmed off the selvage edge that you don't need. Remember, when you have your very first cut of your fabric strip, you're always going to cut on both sides of the tool. I'm cutting a 6.5 inch triangle with a tri tool. But as you can see, you can cut anywhere from 1.5 inches all the way up to 6.5 inches. This will finish at 6 inches. Our 1.5 will finish at 1 inch. So you can make a variety of sizes with our Tri-Rex tool. So I've already cut my first triangle. I would then flip my tool over, align my flat edge of the tool with the edge of my fabric, the bottom of the tool with the bottom of the other edge of the fabric, cut, flip, cut, flip, cut, all the way across your strip. This is a really efficient use of a fabric strip. You don't have to use templates and draw around them and cut with scissors. You're using your rotary cutter. So now that I have my triangle cut with my tri tool, I'm going to cut my Rex or my rectangles with my Rex tool. And as you can see, I've already cut I did my first cut, my straight edge, got rid of my selvage, and then I cut on the angle. One really important thing about this tool is something we call the magic angle. And if you can see here, there's a little bit of fabric hanging over the edge, and the edge of our tool is at an angle. What I'm going to do is cut that little tip off the magic angle, pull that away, and you can see we have an angle there. I'll show you how that comes into play in just a minute. So now I'm going to flip my tool, cut straight, and always when you remove your fabric that you've just cut that magic angle immediately. You'll just continue flipping, cutting, flipping, cutting, always cutting that magic angle. This is when it comes into play. As you can see, I have this piece cut as a Rex, and here's my magic angle. I've laid two of the Rex pieces right sides together to sew them together. The magic angle, as you see here, is aligned with a straight edge of the other piece of Rex that I cut. As you can see on this side, again, the magic angle is aligned with a straight edge at the bottom of the Rex. The other thing that plays an important part in that is that when you have your fabric cut, here's your magic angle, and you can see that the dotted line of the tool extends up. That's your 1/4 inch seam allowance. But if you were to extend it all the way out, that edge of your magic angle shows you where your 1/4 inch seam allowance is. So I have placed my strip on my sewing machine, and I've started at that part of at the edge of that magic angle and stitched all the way down, 1/4 inch. I'll flip it over so you can see that I again ended at the edge of that magic angle. When you press them open, you'll see that they're perfectly aligned. You're going to do the same thing when you're attaching the Rex tool to a tri tool, or a rectangle to the triangle. Your magic angle of your Rex is aligned with the bottom of your triangle. You're going to start there where that magic angle edge is, all the way down. Finish off at the tip of your tri. Press it open, and you have one side of your triangle stitched with a Rex. And then you're going to press that, and then you'll add your second Rex to your triangle the same way. You're going to align the edge of the magic angle with the bottom edge of your triangle. Now, when you're putting these on to your triangle, the thing that most people do, and I've done that myself, is to add your triangle in this manner, or your Rex onto the triangle in this manner. It just seems logical that everything's aligned. However, when you stitch and open it up, you have a wingy thingy. So when I'm teaching this to a group of students like I'm teaching you now, I always have you lay it out so that you're looking at it in the proper perspective. Because when you're placing it on the Rex on the try, it just doesn't look like it's supposed to go that way. It looks funny from that side, it looks funny from that side. But that is the correct way to do it. And I know that at some point you'll sew it on the wrong way, and you'll probably never do it again after that, because you'll say, oh, why did I do that? I was told not to. On this particular piece where we have two Rex sewn together, I'm going to show you some of the things you can do with the Rex tool only, and that this particular little piece, we have two Rex rectangles sewn together, and we've made a pinwheel with 4 of the Rex pieces and squares in the corners and square in the center. This particular quilt here has a tri-Rex, both used in the block. This is your tri tool, this is your Rex tool. This is pretty much used in a traditional manner, using the tri-Rex together. Just another size to show you what you can do with it. As in the first piece, we kind of fussy cut to have these really pretty flowers in the corners. Here in this larger tri-Rex piece, we made 4 patches, not only in the corners, but in the center. You could repeat these blocks over and over again with that same pattern, and you would have a really nice diagonal line of gold and red running through your quilt. Let me flip these over, and here we have a tri-Rex block put on point, and it looks so different with the really fun 30s fabrics that you have in your stash, as well as very traditional modern look with the new modern quilter looks that are in the fabrics today. Now I'm going to show you how the tri-mate works with the Rex tool and the tri tool. I'm going to move these aside and pull these pieces over. Right here I have some kind of fat and squatty pine trees. And here I have another kind of a star block, almost like the tri-Rex block, but this is made with the tri-mate. So what I've done with the tri-mate is I've cut my strips, and with the tri-mate you can go from a 1.5 inch cut to a 3.5 inch cut. You can see here 1.5 to 3.5. And this particular piece I have cut at the full 3.5. So I have my strip. I'll turn it over like where you would normally see it on your cutting mat. And again, your first cut was 2 sides. So I've cut my first one. Now I'm cutting my second one. But can you see that this is a point sticking out of the end of your tri tool, or your tri-mate tool? See here? And here on this particular one that I cut, already I've cut off that edge. What you want to do after you've cut your tri-mate shape off of your strip of fabric is to go back and then cut that edge off on both sides of your tool. So there's my tri-mate triangle, and which was what we did for these trees. And now I'm going to put my Rex cut that I've already done onto my tri-mate piece. So this would be my background for my trees, and I've cut the magic angle as I told you before. You're going to align these pieces. You're going to sew them at the 1/4 inch mark. I'm going to turn it over, and you can see how this edge that you lopped off of your large tri-mate triangle aligns with the bottom of your Rex strip. You can make really fun pine trees. Another thing you can do with it is, here's your tri-mate triangle, and then put it together with your tri tool, the triangle of the tri tool, to make a really fun 9-patch block. So there you have our tri-rex, our rex only, and our tri-mate trees with the rex set in for the background. Really fun things you can do with our tri-rex and our tri